Just across the harbor from historic Charleston, South Carolina, lies the old village of Mount Pleasant. This quiet shrimping village has long been identified by its landmark, Shem Creek. Located in the heart of the town, Shem Creek is known as Mount Pleasant's crown jewel. Shem Creek has always been known for its famous fleet of shrimp trawlers that line its banks.
You go to most towns, they have a town square, a statue, and the courthouse on the square. We don't have that, but what we have is Shem Creek, and you can almost take a picture of Shem Creek anywhere in the state of South Carolina. It's readily, people recognize Shem Creek. Mm-hmm. They'll say, oh, that's Shem Creek in Mount Pleasant.
Trawlers are considered family members and christened with family names, such as Carolel, Skipper and Wayne, and Miss Karen. Shrimping on Shem Creek is a family tradition that has been passed down from generation to generation. The trawlers on Shem Creek represent its very essence. The shrimpers that operate on Shem Creek have always known the business. To them, it is a way of life. The fleet of shrimp boats on Shem Creek are an essential part of Mount Pleasant's history and identity. Shem Creek, with its picturesque working waterfront, provided a perfect portrait of low-country life.
I don't think Shem Creek will ever be what it was. At one time, there were 100 and something shrimp boats in Shem Creek.
Today, there are many forces driving the fleet out of Shem Creek. The local shrimpers and community of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, have taken a stand to preserve the commercial shrimp trawler fleet on Shem Creek through efforts of individual shrimpers and concerned citizens, major organizations and associations, and by educating the public.
Wander Shrimp Company has been in business for 56 years. It belonged to my father, and then he passed, and then I inherited it. And within the next 10 years, I don't think we're going to see much of a shrimping fleet. It's going to be gone because of foreign markets.
Since Shem Creek is the heart and soul of Mount Pleasant, it is obviously the #1 tourist attraction. Hotels, restaurants, and residential development have appeared over the years, causing the trawlers to lose dock space. Even the old ice house has now been transformed into a restaurant. This causes the trawlers to go all the way to Charleston just to get ice. Development has definitely begun to take over Shem Creek.
Shem Creek was known for trawlers, because that's what made Shem Creek, and now they're taking it away from us.
Many restaurants, as well as individuals, buy imported shrimp. People in South Carolina want to eat fresh, local seafood. What they are getting, however, is a foreign pond-raised shrimp. Some don't know just how much of a difference there is.
Now this is the wild-caught shrimp because the pond-raised shrimp is fed differently than our ocean-fed shrimp. So it does not necessarily have the same nutritional benefits. And sometimes there may even be risk with the imports. So these are the things we want to do, we want the public to know about. And that's part of our fight, and we are just beginning.
These problems have caused many shrimpers to completely quit the business and abandon their trawlers. They must then find a new way to make a living.
Starting here today is the official decommissioning of the Carolel as a commercial shrimp trawler. She's been sitting idle for almost 4 years now. I guess the last time we went shrimping was in the spring of 2000. Made the roe shrimp season, and I just had to draw the line there and decide to do something else for various reasons, be it the economics of trawling or the kids just growing up so fast, and just over the years kind of seen the decline between more and more government interference and more imported shrimp driving the prices down, and less productions, be it nature driven or man driven. It just wasn't feasible. So anyways, today we're just starting to decommission, taking the old nets out the hole and getting the rigging ready to come down. People ask me all the time if I miss shrimping, and I miss the active shrimping. I don't miss the business of it really, because it's gotten so bad.
The shrimping business as a whole is vanishing from Shem Creek. As shrimpers let go, the ones who hold on keep sight of hope.
It's the last day of the season. Hadn't been a great year, but memorable one. Grateful for that. Next year's going to be better. Hopefully it's going to get better.
We must take our stand to keep our tradition and heritage on the creek. One man who truly took a stand is the late Captain Junior Magwood, who lived and loved life on the sea.
Well, my father, he was probably one of the first shrimpers on Shem Creek, and he was instrumental in starting the South Carolina Shrimpers Association.
As the years passed, he witnessed the steady decline of the shrimping industry. Sensing an urgency to do something to ensure the future of shrimping for his sons, grandsons, and other shrimpers alike, he became an advocate for the shrimping industry. Lending his voice to a cause he held dear to his heart led him to the world of politics. Junior took his stand with pride and is recognized as a local folk hero. The town of Mount Pleasant also tries to do what they can to preserve the creek.
Town is trying to do is create an environment that will encourage the shrimp fleet and help the shrimp fleet, if not directly, at least indirectly. What we've done is we've created a maritime overlay district that lays over Shem Creek, that allows or mandates that any business that goes there has to be water dependent. And in doing that, what we're trying to do is create that environment that will keep the shrimp fleet, keep boating alive on Shem Creek.
People who strongly make it a point to take a stand bonded together to form associations and alliances.
This is the home of the South Carolina Shrimpers Association Marketing Board.
The South Carolina Shrimpers Association strongly influences shrimpers and the public alike to save the shrimping industry.
We must keep the fleet. We must keep the docks open so the fleets have a place to unload. We must get support from the public. We must take our stand so that the public can have this product that is available nowhere else. We've got the best.
Now is the time to spread awareness about the possible and probable loss of our heritage on Shem Creek. It is important to educate the public and take notice to the community's influence and opinions during these fast-changing times. The alliances as well as museums such as the Mount Pleasant Maritime Museum help educate the public about these issues. There are also bumper stickers to cause public awareness.
And we need everybody to help. We need people to realize that we need help.
That's the only way we're going to survive, is people get the word out to buy local shrimp, demand local shrimp. And why would you want to eat something from Vietnam or China or Thailand or Indonesia when you can eat something grown right here in your own backyard? It makes no sense to me.
There is so much more that can be done. It is now the people's fight to save Mount Pleasant's beauty, integrity, and identity. Shem Creek is Mount Pleasant's backbone, and it is nothing without its shrimp trawler fleet. It is American ingenuity and perseverance that exist in the people who continue shrimping today. It is the touch of culture and flavor that we have here and want to keep. The soul of Shem Creek makes us whole. We must stand among the shrimping community to preserve this family tradition and colorful lifestyle.